Hello everybody, this is Mr. Goth here, chiming in at the nice and early hour of 10 p.m. As promised, I wanted to do a little video to try and have a reference for people if they're a little behind on things right now, just to help them catch up and kind of keep their head straight as to what needs to get done. So I'm going to walk through really all of the things that you need to have due in right now that will result in a grade at some point. I hate focusing on that, but I know that's what you need. That's the way you're trained. So I do want to come back. I know I can be very all over the place, so I wanted to be succinct for you. I'm going to try and get this over quickly. So I'm just going to walk through really the three major things you need at this point. There was activity 1 where you needed a write-up on your website. And I'm showing you an example here. You have your personal planning blog. You needed to create a new post on really one of our first days where you reflected on digital citizenship. And you can actually find all of that stuff on our webpage, tinyurl.com, and then you've got / personal planning. Bookmark that. Remember that. Everything goes up there. So keep that in mind. Then, where to find these things. Activity 1 will likely be found in Unit 1. So click on that. That's where we're at right now. Oh, there's that lovely video of me singing. There's our beautiful picture of community. And then here are all the things in here so far. So here's the assignment directions for Activity 1, the assignment directions for Activity 2, and then there's also the website links if you care to see the other websites that students have created so far, which is kind of nice to be able to see what other people have going on, take some ideas from them. It'd always be good to share ideas and resources as long as you aren't copying. More so looking at the design aspect of their website as things progress throughout the term. So if you remember Activity 1, if you do not have it finished yet, is we had a discussion about digital citizenship on Monday of last week. So looking at this, really simple. You had one paragraph where you explained how having a positive web presence will help you, and then you had another paragraph where you predict what you think you'll be able to do in this class to help your web presence. So that was Activity 1. All of you shared the link to your website, but not all of you did this part. I briefly looked at them, and some of you did not have this done. So I'm including this in here just to make sure you check. And this is a new post on your personal planning blog. All right, and then here's a little assessment checklist there. Next thing is the Song of Myself. And I did amend the rules a little bit. If you're really struggling trying to come up with a song, I didn't want to leave you out in the lurch, so I also amended this that if you just wanted to write a couple of really good paragraphs that covered all this information, that would be fine too. I understand that being creative is not everybody's thing. Obviously, some people it may come easier than others. It does take work for everybody, but you can just write some paragraphs. Basically, what you need for that, you take the learning styles inventory and the work values inventory on WisCareers. The work values inventory has links to career clusters, and I'll bring that up really quick just so you can see what that looks like. So the work values inventory is the one that has the links to careers, and that's right here. And that's on the left side, career clusters. If you put it with the full report, then you just scroll on the bottom, and I think it lays it out a lot nicer. And these are the career clusters, and the pathway that's more specific. We can talk more about these in the future. Basically, they're just big groups of jobs that'll fit under there that are common. And I want you to mention these and bring those in to your song, rap, poem, or your write-up, whatever you do. So just want to make sure you mention those careers. And then the last thing that we did today, if I flip over here and look at Wednesday, you had this called the read and react personality type. Basically, I wanted you to find and look at your personality type, search up those 4 letters, read through that short page or two of the description, and then just write a little bit on your website as a new post about your personality type, what it is, and do you agree with that assessment? Is that actually you? I didn't want to just rush through this and have you look at these and say, okay, these are my letters and blah, blah, and run away. No, I wanted you to actually think about what does that mean? What's going on behind the letters there? What does that say about you? And is it true? And in some cases, you may not believe it. I would say at my age, having been in my lifestyle for a while, I would say it fits me pretty well. But you're still changing, growing at this point. But I just want you to think about what that means. So basically you're searching for the 4 letters that turned up in that sample Myers-Briggs assessment. You could find that in activity 2 in this link right here that took you out there. And then you answer all the questions in there. You don't know a word, Google search it. Really easy trick. You would just highlight the word, right click, and then you can search Google for it, in Chrome of course, which would be my browser of choice. So you do that, you get the 4 letters on the next page. When you're done, search for those, read up on those. Okay. So that was the third thing. So we had 3 things. Activity 1, boop, right here, becoming a better digital citizen. Activity 2, Song of Myself. And then activity 3 was looking up your 4 letters. Shouldn't do these when it's so late. And just writing a little summary and kind of a evaluation reflection of it. Basically, what is the personality type? What are some of the key features? And then, do you agree with it? Why or why not? What do you think you are? So make sure you do that. So those are the 3 major things that we have had right now. Those are the 3 things you'll see in the grade book coming up shortly when I get a chance to score that all away. And I will make more of these in the future to try and make sure we keep things settled. Maybe a weekly review or something along those lines, just in case you miss some time, things like that. I want to be able to accommodate you as best as possible. If you have any other questions, you know how to find me on the interwebs and at the school. But if not, that is my email right here. Okay. All the stuff will usually be on our website here. You hear my cat meowing. Hopefully you can in the background. She's getting a little angry at me. I don't know why. So there. If you're more into social media savvy, you can tweet me. That's fine. And I also have a Google voicemail number if you want to text or call me. I will look that up right now just so you have that if you want it. Obviously, you don't need to do that, but I want to be as open and accommodating as possible as we go throughout the term to make sure that you've got a good shot at getting everything you need. So this is my Google Voice right here. Boom, boom, boom. Google Voice is pretty neat because it's not my actual cell phone number, but it gets routed to it. And you can also text that, and it's free. I can make calls right from the web. So I like that. It's good for me because then I can be accessible but not too invasive. So I like that. I don't think there's anything else I needed to cover right now. I think we're all straight. So I appreciate hard work so far, and the amount of participation has been great. Keep it up, and thank you. Have a good night.